And these are all provisional squads, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They'll be cut down.
We saw England. So we saw, one of the biggest was no Rashford.
No Rashford,
Dyer, no Sancho, no
Yeah.
Tomori.
I wish somehow Tomori can just switch over and
Yeah.
become Canadian again.
Yeah.
He's not getting a shout.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say I've watched every single AC Milan game this season, but I mean, based on what I'm seeing here in terms of defenders, I mean, is Joe Gomez better than him? Is Lewis Dunk really better than Tomori?
I'm not really. So do you think he's the biggest omission, or is it Rash?
No, I was really surprised that Rashford and Sancho
to me.
because Southgate is so loyal.
Southgate and Rashford are like...
Yeah. And experience matters in these tournaments. I mean, club form is obviously important in the season's form going into a tournament, but having the experience and trust in certain players is huge in these tournaments. So for him not to take him, I thought was a surprise. I think it's the right choice because if we go through it, okay, so they listed these players at forwards. Jude Bellingham, okay, there's no comparison there. He's probably not going to play in a forward position. Does Rashford get in over Bowen this season? No. Absolutely not. Does he get over Eberici Eze? People say, yeah, probably. I say no because Eze is more versatile. And he'll probably come off the bench. Eze can play on the left, the right. He can play in the 10. He can also play as a false 9. They won't need him to play as a false 9, but he can. Same thing with Sancho. He's not going to get in over Sancho. Phil Foden, no chance. Anthony Gordon. If Rashford was in form and he was his old Rashford who takes on, not old Rashford, it's Rashford from a season ago, then you're probably taking Rashford. But Anthony Gordon plays similar to Rashford, and he's in form. The guy finished with 11 goals, 10 assists this season, by the way, Anthony Gordon. He's a really good player, and he's in form, so I can understand Gordon getting in. Jack Grealish. Okay, Jack Grealish hasn't had the greatest season.
Yeah, but that was a...
He does play well for England, though.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, no. James Maddison is going to play in the midfield. Cole Palmer, no. Bukayo Saka, absolutely not. Ivan Toney, no. Because you want Ivan Toney to come off the bench when penalties are needed.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
Late in the game. Same thing with Cole Palmer. Ollie Watkins, one of the best English strikers this season.
Sure.
Rashford and Sancho don't get over these guys.
Yeah.
So it's a surprise that Southgate wasn't loyal to them, but it's not a surprise when you break it down player by player because England has incredible squad depth. Maybe the deepest squad at the Euros. Outside of France.
I was going to say.
Outside of France.
Relax. Yeah, it's it'll be interesting. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I still think they're not going to win anything with Southgate as a manager, and I'm going to hold on to that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Southgate. Like, what concerns me about England, I don't think they're going to win either, is you look at their defenders. Like, it's a real issue. Like, Jared Brathwaite, okay, had a great season with Everton. He's going to get a big move. He's a really good center back. Is he ready for a Euro? I don't know. Lewis Dunk for Brighton. Come on, let's be real. He's a really good center back, but he's a center back that fits a system where you don't have a lot of the ball, right? That's why he plays for like a Brighton or even like teams like Everton who don't see a lot of possession, don't play a high line. That's where Lewis Dunk fits. Joe Gomez, he rarely gets starts for Liverpool. Jarell Kwanzaa starts ahead of Joe Gomez at Liverpool. Mark Gahey, okay, I like him. Ezri Konsa. John Stones has been injured. That's your center back. Harry Maguire's not even in there.
What happened to Eric Dyer?
I don't know. I would take Eric Dyer.
I mean, with the form he's been of late, I'm kind of like, I was a bit shocked when I didn't see him.
But listen to what you're saying, though, right? This is why I'm so concerned. It's like, oh, where's Eric Dyer?
Yeah.
Eric Dyer was 6th choice at Spurs before he went to Bayern Munich.
I know.
So, I mean, you look at like France. You have William Saliba, and who's next to him? Konate?
Upamecano.
Or Upamecano? I think either of those guys automatically get into England's starting 11.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it then. So you just said that you don't think... I need my computer for this because we were going through...
We're going to go through Euros now?
Let's start with the Euros because we're already on it, and then we'll do Copa America. So we went winner, golden boot, and dark horse.
Sure.
But with Euros, it was a bit tricky because the way the Euros work is that obviously the 2 top teams from each group go through, but then the 4 best teams in third also go through. So you kind of have to imagine... who is that going to be?
That's how Portugal won their Euros.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Worst Euros ever. So I have it all written down. I had to take a screenshot of my thing.
Yeah.
But for my winner, I'm sticking with France. I'm sticking with France. That's what I'm seeing. But I have my final, as France versus Germany.
Okay. Yeah,
I think Germany has that. They got that home advantage. They have that Cruz motivation. All of a sudden, we saw, they were looking so bad, and then all of a sudden, Cruz was like, "I'm staying," and it was a whole new team, which really ticks me off because in the quarterfinals, I have Spain meeting Germany.
No Hummels, eh? The German squad.
That's insulting. I think that's insulting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have taken him, but I have my winner as France. I have my golden boot as Kylian Mbappe because I think they'll go the distance. Like, there's a few players on England, of course, Harry Kane, but I have England meeting Italy in the round of 16.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
And I don't even, what if that's the biggest upset?
I don't see with Italy.
I don't know.
It's not the same Italy. They're in such a transitional period. And what do you associate when you think about tournament football in Italy? You associate a great defense, one of the toughest teams to play against. That's not Italy anymore. Yeah. They don't have that defense. Bastoni and Scalvini are really good. Bastoni to me is one of the best center backs in the world, but that's not Chiellini and Bonucci with Buffon behind.
Oh yeah,
this is a completely different team.
Yeah.
It really is. I think Italy will struggle. I think they come probably third out of their group, to be honest. And they'll struggle to get points in that group against Spain, Croatia, and Albania.
Yeah.
They really will.
Yeah.
It's a different time, man. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to go against Italy in a tournament. It really is, because we're so used to seeing them 1-0 teams to death and win on penalties and, you know what I mean, out-defend teams. But that's just not this team, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, okay, winner, Golden Boot, dark horse, interesting one.
Well, let's hear it.
I think Turkey is a good dark horse here. I also, Georgia.
Oh, my God. Come on, Sarah.
No. I learned something yesterday. Georgia has been putting a ton of money into their, no, listen, I'm not going to overlook you. Listen,
You're
that's
wild.
All right, whatever. Denmark's going to win the World Cup. Remember that.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. That's rude. I want to hear it.
No, it's okay. But apparently they've been putting a ton of money into their football industry for the last couple of years. And this is the first time they've qualified for the Euros. But it was no coincidence because this is something that they've been building on for a while. Now, the only reason I'm thinking it could be them is also with the 3 teams of who could be the best. Maybe they can get it. I mean, listen.
Well, okay. Portugal, Georgia,
Turkey, Czech.
Are they going to take points off Portugal or Turkey?
I don't know.
No. Sarah, you know. I know you know. I know you know.
Listen.
You're trying to take a good shot in the dark. This is that you're taking my move. My move is to go completely off the board. Georgia is no chance.
Let's see.
No chance.
Hey.
Maybe they get a result against Czech Republic. When I say a result, maybe they pick up a point. I love him. And I hope he scores I hope he scores 30 goals at the Euros, but it's not going to happen.
Well, you never know. You tell me. What do you got going on?
Okay, you want to hear mine?
I like Turkey a lot too.
Okay, so my winner's France. I don't see a team beating France.
Yeah, me neither. Golden Boot.
Yeah, I mean, the closest team I think I would have to France probably is Germany and Portugal.
Yeah.
I have Portugal and Germany in brackets. Those are my other 2 teams. Dark horse, I do like Hungary or Ukraine. I think in that first group, I think Hungary has a chance. They can win that group. I think Germany will probably end up winning it, but they can. And
Scott Mack and the Scots.
And coming out of that group, the round of 16 would probably be a Denmark. And then...
Sorry, you're not going for Denmark?
Sorry? No, I'm not going for Denmark. And then their quarterfinals would probably be against Spain. It's obviously a difficult matchup, but I can see a path there. The other team I have that I like a lot, actually, is the Ukraine. Right? Yeah. It's a really, really good team there.
I have them going through as my second in Group
Lunin in that has been great for Real Madrid.
Yep.
You have Zinchenko. You also have Dubvik from Girona.
Yeah,
who's been one of the best strikers in La Liga this season. And they have a really settled squad. Defensively, they're really good. And you look at their group, okay, they're in with Belgium, Romania, and Slovakia, which is a relatively tough group. But Belgium isn't what we think that they are.
Yeah, listen, I have no faith in Belgium, to be honest. Maybe Ukraine could even top this group.
That's what I'm saying.
The issue is if they don't, they'll likely play Netherlands, because I'm assuming it'll be France, then the Dutch. in Group D.
Yeah,
and that's
it can go
be,
so many different ways.
Yeah,
right?
what's it? Yeah, doing all these permutations and stuff. Like we're obviously assuming this is going to be 1, 2, and 3. But with tournaments, you always know. Well, Spain's going to get a draw. Now they're in second. Then everything gets shifted. Or you know what I mean?
This feels like a tournament, honestly, where all the favorites go through.
Yeah,
that's rarely the case, but that's what it feels like.
I have my semifinals as Germany and Portugal, and Germany will go through, and France and England, and France will go through. As of right now. That being said, I know Spain can beat Germany. I think that's going to be a crazy quarterfinal. I think anything could happen there, but I don't know. Also, like the Netherlands and Portugal. I have that as one of the quarterfinals right now too.
I have my semis. I have Spain, Portugal, France, England.
If Spain play Portugal, don't lose my number. Lose it now.
And then Golden Boot, you'll be surprised, maybe not, Cristiano Ronaldo and Mbappe are my two favorites to win that.
Crazy.
You don't if you go through it, like you don't necessarily need to be on the team that goes the furthest.
No,
it's
you
don't. A lot of it, what happens, the goals come in the group stage in round of 16. And if you look at Portugal's group, they have Turkey, Czech Republic, and Georgia. I think Ronaldo can fill his boots there. And with Mbappe, he can fill his boots against anybody.
Mbappe is going to score a hat-trick against one team.
But you can also have, Griezmann scored 6 goals the last time they won the Euro. Yeah. So it could be him. It could be Olivier Giroud.
I think Mbappe is going to want to really prove something, though, after what happened to PSG again this year.
Maybe. I can see that, too. Yeah. But, I have Ronaldo and
Ronaldo, that's interesting for sure. I mean, like, listen, Harry Kane, Bellingham, like, you got to look out for some boys on England.
Yeah. You also want to take penalty takers.
You also want to look at Germany. You want to, this Stevie's favorite player, Kai Havertz, man.
True, but, look at their group. It's difficult,
Their group is weird.
Hungary is a tough team to play against.
I can't figure out
Switzerland,
their group. Everyone in that group has something going for them.
Scotland
for sure.
is not a bad team either.
I have no idea how this group is going to finish in order. I assume Germany's going to be the top only because of their home advantage. But who's next? Scotland beat Spain in the they had a great qualifying session.
This is a different beast once you get to the Euros.
Yeah,
once you get to the show, it's a different beast.
Once
Do you really
get to the show,
I don't really expect Scotland to beat Germany in Germany.
You know All right, you heard it. Scots, prove Albert wrong.
I'm sorry, I don't see it.
All right, well,
shout out John McGinn and the boys, but I just
Sean McGinn and Scotty Mack.